Hi, Scorpio. This is your August 2023 tarot reading and Lenormand reading. Um, so let's just get into it. So, Sun, Moon, Rising, obviously. You are about to finish up something that you've been working on for a decent stint of time. This could be a 10-month thing, a 10-year thing. I think this is a cycle of 10. So if it's, don't think it's 10 days because this has been a long process and you're exhausted. There's something here that is ending. This hard work that you've been doing, you've been progressing towards something that you have been very committed to. If this is a love relationship, there's this new, you were looking for somebody, you know, you might have been, had an ending in a love relationship and you're looking for that next person, or we're keeping the space open for that next person and working on yourself. I feel like it's not a love relationship. Maybe for some of you it is, but there's this newness about you, this new cycle emotionally that you're coming into. And you're very happy in your heart about it. And you're feeling like you've finished the big thing, whatever the thing was. There might be some little tiny details of this commitment or of this project or this progress that you are currently finishing up that are maybe a little bit annoying, might be a little bit tedious or delicate in some sort of manner. But there is this great progress that you've made that is coming in, which is presently what's helping you. Getting this burden off your back, or finishing this big project, this big culmination of something, and you're feeling very good about it, like you have a new beginning that you love in some sort of way. How you're thinking about it, I feel like you're very proud of whatever you've had to sacrifice. This could have been a creative project that was a burden for a long time, more than it felt like burden a lot of the time. A burden of love. There is something here about something, your pride, your ego is being stroked. It may be getting the best of you right at this time, just a little bit. But there is something here about this kind of sacrifice that it's taken, and you understand just how much you put into this, and you're very proud of whatever creative project, or it could literally be anything from something that you carry, something that you hold, something that is something spiritual. Even you might be spiritually kind of, there's something here about your ego and spirit, or you're feeling very proud of the weight you've carried, like, for a long time. If you were if there was something that was a burden upon you, it might have been some sort of illness or some sort of strife of some kind. You're now seeing that in a new way. You're now able to be proud of what you've been through and what you've carried for so long, or the sacrifices that you've made, or anything you've gone through up until this point. You're feeling brave. You're feeling, you might be a little bit more creative in thought right now. This is a very interesting combination of energies. There's just so much that the cross can mean in the Lenormand, but I'm focusing mainly on that Leo energy of this is how I express myself. You're able to express yourself through this burden or through this weight you've been carrying in some sort of way. I don't know what it is exactly. Very interesting. I'll keep going and stuff will come to me. So the fourth placement, what you're not aware of. The Nine of Coins in reverse is either a need to be more independent or to give yourself credit for all that you've accomplished so far, or you don't think you could have done this by yourself, or you don't think maybe there's like not able to enjoy, you're not able to enjoy your labors up until this point. And there's admiration. There's an admiration here involving this energy. Recognition, glowing. Maybe you don't see that what you've been doing in your financial sector or your tangible world is being seen by others. People are noticing you. You might be thinking that you're very proud. Maybe you're not speaking about this progress that you've made, but other people are noticing just how much you've been through, or just how far you've come in regards to your material world. Or there's something here about codependence versus independence. You might feel like you're very proud and you're not getting the attention that you deserve from, or like at a core level you might be feeling like the attention you're getting isn't matching up to what you wanted or what you thought it would be for this thing. I feel like because the moon is here, it's about not seeing where credit is due in something. And it's about the independence that you have. Maybe you don't see yourself as having done this on your own. You feel like you needed other people for this, or maybe you're thinking that other people, it would be nice if deep down, like underneath it all, that other people aren't noticing, or other people are seeing the credit going to somebody else. You're being recognized here. There's some sort of glow up on a subconscious level. Maybe I feel like deep down you feel like you can't really enjoy this until other people see or are admiring you for it, whatever it is. In the past, you've been waiting a long time for other people to notice. You've been waiting a long time for people to champion you, to honor you for just how long you've had to wait for this, or just how much patience was needed, how much care was needed in order to manifest some sort of tangible results for something. And I think this has to do with the family. I feel like maybe you were hoping that somebody in your family would be present to see this moment for you, and for some reason they're not there, or they're not there in the way that you would like them to be. Maybe this had to do with something in regards to you finally got your own home, or maybe there's something, I mean, you could be somebody who works on homes or buildings. Something has been built. This also could be having had lost a home in the past and have been rebuilding and hoping that you will have some great victory and success in the past. Or you may have had to demolish an old home and rebuild up. This could be metaphorically or physically. Take something down and start over from scratch and rebuild. But with the scythe here, it's about this quick energy. It is a literal tool, and it cuts out or fastens whatever's near it. So, and it's pointing at. So you might have lost a family member in the recent past, and there was some sort of recognition that you were waiting for that person to give you that maybe never came through, or your family in some regard has not been supportive maybe in regards to this burden you've been carrying or what you've been building up until this point. Whatever this is, there's a new beginning on the horizon, because on the under part of your deck, you have the Ace of Pentacles. And on the under part of your Lenormand, you have the Child card, which is about new beginnings. So there's a lot, and you have the Ace of Cups here. So there's a lot of new beginnings here. The details being worked out in a commitment, that there's progress here. There's a burden being put down, or a lot of hard work ending. You're feeling really, you feel like maybe your ego it's hard to keep your ego in check right now because you're so proud of what you've done. Deep down, you might not know that there's something about this independence and that being admired. Maybe you're feeling like, or acknowledging that you wish you had somebody to share this special moment with, this glow up with deep down. Maybe you wish you could be recognized by somebody specifically in your life. There's independence here, but I feel like you want people to see this moment, this special moment, or be there with you to experience it. Okay. In the near future, I see things being revealed that have been in the dark. Things that were not known before are being known. There is some long-term effects of this. This can be to do with career, because I just see other people maybe not knowing that you do this, if this is about career, and that being something you do for either the rest of your life or for a very long time in the future. The moon card is a very psychic kind of card as well, so it can have to do with kind of anything to do with the spiritual realm. It can have to do with the caring fields as well. Anything nurturing, any type of counseling job. There's something here about having a job that nurtures other people on an emotional level. And it's not a secret. There's something here about that line that I just said. It's not a secret. What you do is not a secret. Meaning there's nothing, everything is out in the open. You bring out the darkness in other people, or there's something about you kind of pulling out the flashlight and putting it on situations in order for other people to maybe recognize something about themselves, their potential. You could be a counselor, a psychiatrist, a psychologist. This energy kind of is about revealing the hidden mysteries as well. So this is about maybe there was a secret at the job and it comes out. Maybe there was something to do with career that you didn't know about that is coming out in the near future. And it's good news. In your career. So it could be a promotion, because I do have the stork here. Progress with some sort of commitment, some sort of partnership, moving to the next level. Maybe there was some potential in a relationship as well that you were hoping that it would get to that romantic stage. It seems like it's going to. Maybe it's been a little bit annoying, or you've been nervous about this whole thing, and there's some solidifying in the future, things coming to light. There's some solidification here. Your advice, regardless of what it is. There is something you're being asked to make happen, but you're asked to do it in a quiet, cool, calm, and collected way. To be a little bit tactful, or blah, 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 blah. Is Mercury retrograde yet? Speaking of that, Mercury is the ruler of this card. Gemini is the sign that is associated with this card. There is something about having the tools necessary to accomplish something. And the tools, I see him winking here. I'm sorry if the camera froze, guys. Just the Magician card has a guy winking on it. And there's this snake here. This Lenormand snake card. Now, the snake card in itself isn't always the most pleasant card, but with the Magician, it gives me an even more weird vibe. It's like manipulation a little bit, manipulating energies, and quietly doing so, really not giving up your bag, not revealing all your cards, not teaching others the tricks. And how we have here, there's like a reveal, right? Secrets come to light in the near future about something long term, about career. Now, your advice is to keep your cards close to your chest. Do not let everybody know what you are working on or how you're working on it. You might deep down want the attention of others, but it's saying be cool. Be cool as a cucumber. Don't be giving out any of your secrets, even though there will be a time for that in the near future. And I really feel the emphasis on secrecy and being sleuth about something, because I have the Fox card not too far from these two cards. Oh my goodness, this computer is driving me crazy with this freezing thing. I hope it's going to be off when it comes back, if it ever does. Yeah, so the Fox card is very close by the snake, and it feels like there is this extra special need for you to be secretive about what you're doing. That's your advice. Anyway, so what other people are seeing you as people are seeing you as coming, they see you as one step behind of where you are, by the way. They are not seeing exactly how far you've come with something. They see that you're close to the end of something, but you're not there yet. You still have a little ways to go. But you're already at the 10. You're putting down a burden. You're releasing, you're accomplishing something that has, you're manifesting something that was a lot of hard work. And your soul is singing about it. There's like this new slate that you're feeling inside. So in the future, this will be a surprise to other people. And we want to keep it that way, even though we do want to scream from the top of our lungs and jump on a couch and yell on national television about it. It feels like there's something here that you need to keep private. It's asking you to do so. I don't know why. Other people are seeing you as still struggling, feeling like you're a little bit on edge, like you might be very tired and weary and don't have the energy really to fight back, but yet you're still a little bit anxious about something changing, or something that's, this could be a side job as well. Maybe they're seeing it as a job and not a career. That could be what they're seeing. This is also, the fox is about intelligence, right? They're seeing you as somebody who is smart but tired about something. Like, you've been exhausted by your. They could be actually tired of you being so smart. This can be more of a kind of a sneaky, kind of not so nice energy. Somebody in your midst could be like tired of you always kind of, I don't know. Other people also, if it's not how they're seeing you, other people in the situation, they could be exhausted and not nearly as far along as you are. And but they're sneaky. So don't reveal that last raw. Don't reveal that creative potential, that creative idea, that inspiration, spark of inspiration that you have that's helping you finish this big cycle. Don't reveal that yet. Keep it secret, because there's something here about them potentially wanting and sneaking around and trying to find out your secret. If you're a magician, for example, if you develop you've been working on a new trick for a very long time, a new illusion, don't let that illusion get revealed, because that could be your next huge break. I know in the future, the near future, it says that the secret will be revealed and something will stay, but only when you're secure in something. You have to have it in the bag first. So if people are asking you, how do you do it, or what's your process, or it's saying, be smart, keep things, be on guard with your things, because other people are also tired and on guard with their things, and they want to maybe be sneaky or sneak around and find out some information about you or what you're doing. Now, in terms of your hopes and fears of a situation, you're hoping that the care that you've provided to a situation, the goodwill that you've brought to some sort of situation, will be recognized by somebody who is of importance, somebody who is an authority figure on some level. Now, the careers or the branch of authority depends on your situation, but I see the King of Cups as somebody who takes care of others in some sort of way. This can be about somebody who is in the caring professions, a doctor, a lawyer. I mean, I see lawyers more of as the King of Swords, because there's a lot of mental debate and stuff. So this is more about, it could be that, but this is more about somebody's heart, what their sole purpose, shining outwards, what they do with their goodness in this world. Their service to others is something about healing and feeling good and making people feel good, or there's something here about that. It's also a mature offering of love, somebody who is emotionally stable, who gives love as well as receives, who knows how to do both in a healthy way. With the charity card next to it, the giving is there. So there's a giving of something. There's a giving of care, giving of love, and you're hoping that it's received well, and you're acknowledged for or recognized as somebody who is of this caliber, or who is a loving person in general. Charity can be the virtue that is the most important to you at this time, giving back to others. But I feel like there's this push and pull between being super egoic and excited about this, like excited about sacrificing something, about doing something for somebody else, and wanting the attention or recognition for something as well. Maybe you're not knowing you're getting noticed by other people for this. Maybe your ego is been hit and hid and shrunken by by the actual good deeds you're doing, and the weight and the burden of maybe having your own strife that you've gone through for a long time, and not being able to feel good enough to be recognized for what your accomplishments are in some sort of way, or the good you do for others. There is this there's an authority of giving as well. So this could be any kind of humanitarian efforts. You're being acknowledged. There's some sort of award for good service, award for good deeds for others, done for others. This is some sort of very big accomplishment or recognition here. You're hoping for that. You might fear authority as well, or the attention of authority. So maybe you're hoping for it, but you're only from certain people. Maybe you wanted this, you did all these big things, but really deep down that little kid inside of you was like, I just want mommy and daddy to recognize all that I've done, But you never really wanted the big wigs to see. And now it seems like that's something that you fear, and you shouldn't. The attention of other people outside of your personal circle of this, going bigger as well, getting bigger accomplishments, bigger recognition. There's something big about it with the bear. Strong as well. There's something strong here. 10th house, career. There's this creative clarity. You are going to be getting clear on some sort of brainstorming that you've been doing for a while, and you're going to have a lot of fire and passion towards it, and you're going to be able there's like something here that you are mastering your creative thinking. There's something here about manifestation through thought in career. So you're on fire in your career sector with ideas to help you get situated in a way where you'll be the top dog at something, or maybe you don't see it that way, but that's where you're headed. There's a lot of passionate communication going on in the career, about the career right now, or your reputation as well. Your thoughts are on fire with something. Now, this is your outcome. So I'm just going to read it all at once. It's as if you take an idea that's really got some heat, and your goal is to get it to the right people in order to collaborate with them and make something into a I want to say partnership, but it's not partnership. It's teamwork, a team. You're developing a team for something, or you're developing something that will need a team to make it happen. This can be a creative endeavor that involves other people, where there's an illusionary art form involved, such as filmmaking, even being a magician as well, because they need their sidekicks, their ladies that get in the box, and then they saw them in half, but they might need two ladies because they need that other lady's legs to stick out the other end of the box type situation. You're looking to find an associate or a partner that you can or partners that you can collaborate with in order to get this dream off the ground and make it a reality. There's a lucky choice in this Lenormand kind of summing up of these cards. There's some sort of fated or fortunate choice that you will make in regards to a commitment or a partnership. Now, if this is talking about love, this whole reading is about love. It's about you having a couple different options and figuring out who speaks to you more, that you can passionately communicate it with more. I feel like you'll be making that choice and settling in on somebody. But if it's about career, which I would rather talk about that in this reading, that's the energy I'm going towards with this reading. There is something here about there being an unforeseen choice or a very fortunate one that leads to a promising relationship of some kind in business. And I say that because it could be unforeseen, but I also got the Three of Cups that flipped out when I got the Three of Pentacles here in your last position. And the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups makes me think you're getting into business with a friend. And if you are getting into business with a friend, I think that's a good choice for some reason. However, it's saying maybe in the future, tell them about your tricks. Excuse me, my belly is rumbling. I'm hungry. Your tricks. Don't keep a few up your sleeve. Don't let everybody know everything. Maybe there's something you can do by yourself that the Eight of Pentacles. Do I have that anywhere? I have the Seven. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles is missing here because I have the Nine. I have the Seven and the Nine. You want to work on some part of this by yourself at night, burning the midnight oil, instead of sharing everything with everyone in your team. Obviously, you're taking into consideration if there's any dangers, they need to be aware of everything. But if it's just a trade secret that something you do that you don't have to teach, not everybody you are in teamwork with has to be on know every thought or every inspiring thought that you have, or every project that you're almost done with. I feel like that's what's missing, the Eight of Pentacles. So there's a secret being revealed in the future that will be out there forever, potentially, about what you do or how you do it, or maybe there's a secret that you have about what career you're getting into or what something long term you've been working on that they don't all need to know about. I mean, you might want to share it with somebody else. Maybe you're yearning to connect with other people in regards to your passions. I feel like in time all will be revealed, and that will be something that will come about organically. However, you're being asked to be kind of not tricky, but maybe a little bit, because I just have so many like wink wink nudge nudge kind of, there's mystery here. You're asked to be mysterious because maybe that's what's attractive. Maybe that's what's going to attract things to you. All right, let's go through your houses because I don't even know how long I've taken. First house, a new beginning with yourself that you love. This could be a new emotion that you're feeling for the first time in your life. I know that sounds crazy, but take it or leave it. There's this new sense of self in an emotional way, an emotional new beginning internally for you. Something that was weighting your finance sector down, your finances, your resources, something that was really challenging in terms of those kind of areas of your life, is ending and is being renewed. There's some sort of like new beginning and an ending in your financial house, your resources, how you make your money, what you value in this life, also what you value, what you're looking for in terms of value in your world is ending. There's a burden being let go of and a new beginning with that. Your third house, you're going to be communicating very dramatically this period, Scorpio. You're going to be very expressive with how you think and how you feel about things. You might actually go to a local kind of theater house where they are doing some sort of, with this cross, I could say it's some sort of pageant of some kind. A pageant of some kind. It can be sort of macabre in nature. You could be playing a sick person in your local town theater house. You could be playing something. There's something here also about expression or creativity in a graveyard setting. So this can be like photos, macabre photos. This can be this could be also somebody who is in your, your neighborhood, your local area that you bump into that's being a hypochondriac about something. They're very dramatic. They make things much larger than they are. it can be somewhat of a burden or bothersome to you in some sort of way. The drama itself can be a little bit too much to handle. This could be a cousin, this could be a sibling. This is something going on in your right in your local area. Short trips, places. You also, if you're somebody who has a hard time getting around for some reason, there's the burden of the drama of carrying something. So you might have to bring something annoying with you around with you to school, or to your job. It's like an extra added baggage that you have to carry around with you. Might be the thing you're working on. You might be carrying that around with you a lot during this time. Fourth house. Someone in your family is either acting like they don't need your help with something or your recognition for something, or you're doing that to somebody else. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles usually, this is a pip deck, but and in the Rider Way, she's a lady of elegance standing in a garden, her garden. She has pentacles growing, her abundance is fruitful, all of her work is coming to a culmination, and she's able to enjoy and bask in the sunshine while viewing this and kind of giving herself credit for what she's done, and enjoying the fruits of her labor while she is sharing a little conversation with a little pet bird or a falcon or whatever on her shoulder. When it's in reverse, that independent part of that card is either emphasized or it's lacking. So there's an independence that is lacking in the family setting or the house setting, the home setting. Maybe it's a need to be alone, but because everybody, you feel like everybody's watching you in regards to something. Trying to find time alone because you might live with other people in your area, or in your home or your house, wherever you live. It might be heavily populated in the area you live, in the home you live. Maybe you've had to stay with other people. There's a lot of attention on what you are doing in your yard. Maybe you might have like less privacy in your backyard for something. Maybe they took down a fence and now there's an open space and everyone can see into your yard or your back area of your house. If your family, for some reason that you've always wanted them to see you succeed in something and they're not here anymore for whatever reason or not around, I'm getting this like, you're not alone. There is somebody there with you. There's somebody there acknowledging you, admiring you. Especially when you're at home, maybe when you think you're alone, you're not alone. Not to freak you out, but they might, grandma might be there or your dad might be there and they're seeing the moment, they're spending the moment with you. So there's a tension here though. Maybe you want to be alone to enjoy something, but you have to share it with other people in your home. It's a very interesting dynamic. Fifth house. Creative projects, something that you've been waiting for a long time. You've been really working at to master. You are about to figure out the secret key to getting. Oh my gosh, here we go. Here it is. Oh, I can't get it because my nails. Remember I said this was under your deck at the bottom? This is the 8th pentacle to the 7. The 8 of pentacles is missing. We have the 9, we have the 8. You are getting that final brick in the wall. There's that final brick in the wall that you've been building. It's funny how I said that you didn't have a fence. You might feel exposed at home in some sort of way. There's a need for more privacy, maybe, to be with your own thoughts, there's a lot of attention going on at your house, a lot of people noticing things you're doing. But now here, this last brick in your 5th house, there's an accomplishment or a recognition that will be coming to a talent that you have been cultivating for a quite amount of time. If this has to do with home decor, any kind of contractor work that you've been working on, any kind of decorating your home, any kind of anything you do at home with tools that are required. This might have been something that you started in the past and it's taken quite a long time to get going. Other people are finally going to be able to see this. You may be presenting this to somebody eventually in the near future. There is something here about this kind of quick energy having to do with the family as well. This pain, it could be family came to stay or family moved in very quickly, and so you haven't had a lot of time in the recent past. There's just been a lot of, so there's like deep down you really want this to this burden to be over. So if somebody had came to live with you as well from your family, because maybe they lost a home in the past, this is saying that you will be eventually, you might be feeling like you really need that alone time. But there's some kind of victory here with that, or there's a lifting up, a cheering somebody on in some sort of way. Also seeing them off as well. Something about that. But anyway, regardless, you're doing something creative in the home. You might be, it might involve like some financial resources as well. And you're finally getting to the point where you have the money to finish the project, or to finish up the last of the schooling or the course that it took to get to this, it might be that you're self-taught completely as well in whatever kind of trade that you're doing, but you're getting to the point of mastery of something. There is a finishing up, and people are going to see this, and you're going to get recognized for it. You're going to have it's a talent that you will then be able to make some money at eventually, or are already doing that. It will also probably lead you to have independence of some kind eventually, if that's what you're looking for, if that's what you're needing. Sixth house. any kind of hidden things to do with the health, any kind of something you couldn't just put your finger on it, you were like, damn, I wish I could figure out what is going on with my body, you will be getting a concrete, pinpointed answer about what it is. It will be coming to light. So there will be no need for the mystery of the health issues anymore. And it could be good news because I do have the Ace of Cups here in your physical body sector, how you're being seen by others, how you're coming forward. There's also this kind of releasing something that you've held secret for a long time could also potentially help stabilize your physical body in some sort of way. Maybe you were holding something in, and now that you get it out and you feel a lot better about talking about it with somebody, like a therapist or something. There is some sort of, sorry if my nails are driving you crazy. There is something about the opening up of something that was hidden, and that being something that you can keep with you for a long time or stabilize a long time. So the health is getting secured. You're getting your health, whatever troubles you couldn't see how to get through with the health, you finally get the everything gets released, and you can then stabilize from there. In terms of your day-to-day life, you might have a job that you reveal things to people. There's some sort of unveiling of mysteries with your job in some sort of way. You bring things to the light that were hidden before. I mean, maybe you're a private detective for a career or something. This will be a career or a routine that you have for a long time. If you, your pet, this is an odd one, your pet might be driving you crazy because they keep hiding something on you or moving something in the house. There's something here about like the hunting for something or the finding of something that's usually in a place that stays. You also could be revealing that you are committed in some sort of way to something in your day-to-day life, revealing a commitment. So you could be telling a job, part-time job that you've shared your schedule with another part-time job. You might be telling one of them like, hey, I decided to go full-time at the other job that I have, so I'll be leaving and I'll be doing that from now on. Or there is some sort of a releasing of this need for attention in the near future because your career will be getting that attention. You won't need to do things alone because you might have a team effort. It's like you're getting that extra person involved to help out with the plans for something, the creative plans, or to make a business flow more smoothly, or your business flow more smoothly. There's something about that coming to light in career. There's that the secrets needing to be released so that you can make a business function in the near future. But for the meantime, you've been doing a one woman or one man show, so it's all been pretty mysterious up until this next coming point, maybe. Your advice is to be a little cheeky about something as well, a little playful, a little bit like, now you see me, now you don't. Seventh house of partnerships. This is where it gets a little funny. if this is a love relationship, there might be a secret that is being revealed in the near future about something that happened in the past. Somebody might have wanted attention in the past or reveled in the attention. Maybe they had a glow up or something, and then, you know, if you guys were in a long-term committed relationship, you might get wind that something happened between them and somebody else, that there was another woman at one point. You might also have a hidden enemy that is really nice to your face, but behind your back, they are a backstabbing little you know what. Because this is the house of hidden. Oh no, excuse me. An open enemy. Now, why would I say that? Hidden enemies come from the 12th house, I believe. Open enemies come from the 7th house. So somebody that you know is your enemy. That you know is somebody who would betray you in the heartbeat. That is a sneaky little lying piece of you know what. You're asked to keep your resources, your sources, your talents, your skills, your abilities hidden from this person. Keep them away from this person. Don't let other people touch your tools. Don't let other people. It's like I see these two guys here. It's like he's like slapping this guy's hand like, no, don't touch my stuff. If you have a station at your job where you do whatever you do, I would put up firm boundaries with the person and tell them to get away from your stuff. Because they could steal something or some secret thing that you've been working on, or I don't know. There's something here about tools being keeping something away from somebody that would use it to betray you, or you know. So that in relationships of any kind, there could be somebody who is if you have a partnership with something like a job that you're currently working, you might be knighting as something else, like a side job, and it's asking you to kind of gently go away quietly. I don't want to say ghost because I don't like that word, especially in that kind of term, like the context in which it's used normally. Maybe you're going to quietly go away. You're going to manifest what you need to manifest and then quietly go away from one thing, one partnership into another one, is what I'm saying. And I'm not saying this is necessarily a romantic thing, but maybe you find out that one of your partners had a girlfriend on the side in the past as well. You might have a secret come out at work about this. You find out something about a past relationship that you are able to, you keep quiet about it though. You like, or that other person that was involved in the situation, they go away quietly. There's something about that. This is also manifesting a serious glow up and sexual attraction as well. So there's like a mysterious thing. You're used to that, Scorpio. You're pretty mysterious. There's something here about being mysterious and kind of charming, and there's like that glow up kind of. In the future you can reveal all your cards, but there's something here about that and needing to be mysterious for the time being. Um, seventh house, eighth house. You're just tired of dealing with some sort of, you're tired of having to share your intelligence with a situation that there's like a shared resources here. This is about resources as well. So this could be about quietly going away and keeping your tools for yourself, keeping that kind of magic to yourself in regards to some partnership, because here you're getting tired of dealing with sharing what you're manifesting with somebody else. Like their ears are always in the story here of what you're creating, because it's probably that kind of shared kind of communal environment of some kind that's what's involved in it. So it feels like there's like this waiting for that, being tired of having to share your resources with somebody else, your information with somebody else, your side job. You're maybe exhausted from working so much in order to, you might have a side job that you have to go to work after you go to work, and you're really tired, and having to do that all the time is really kind of wearing you down in terms of your resources with other people, having to constantly be the one that's thinking about everything and handling all the tasks that have to be done in a shared situation. This is also about getting a side job in order to pay off a debt, some kind of loan, some kind of taxes. There is something here about being exhausted because you're trying to get some kind of task or job done. There's some sort of intelligence needed, or kind of mercurial thinking going on involving this. You might have to constantly be on guard, because there is someone sneaky around your situation where you share something with somebody, and you're afraid they're going to take something or steal something or do something that you don't want them to do. So you're pretty exhausted and irritated by that. It's nearing an end with a job. So this can also be like anticipating the end of a job, because it is in the house of endings. It's also in the house of the past as well. So there's like a needing or a wanting to end a job from the past that you've had for a while, and now it's saying keep your cards close to your chest and let that kind of work itself out in the time organically when it needs to. Don't give away too much, I guess. All right. Ninth house. A gift from your mother at a distance. A gift from somebody you consider a mother at a distance. An authority. A passport photo is something I see here. Something about a beautiful passport photo. There's something here about giving to some kind of humanitarian project abroad as well. There's like this doctors abroad. There's a organization of caring at a distance that you might be donating to, being charitable with, or offering your volunteer assistance with. Um, this is a pretty large organization, or somebody, it's well known, or it's pretty established. There's some authority behind it. Um, there's generosity of spirit here, and giving love to other people, or giving care to other people who, I don't have the Five of Pentacles anywhere, but I feel like they're less fortunate, or um, there could be some also mail coming from a distance that it's like a care package from somebody, or some sort of bundle of something. You could be getting an award in the mail from something at a distance, like a broad international kind of acclaim, or something that is coming in for some services that you do, or for some care that you've given, or for something you've done, the care you've put into something as well, and creating something. There's something here about that. If you are a doctor, you could be donating your services, going to be a doctor abroad for a short set of time. This is also having to do with food, and donating food to care for other people that are, this is like this is a big expansion, a big gift, a big kind of stroke of accomplishment or luck of some kind. Because I have the bear, the flowers. It's very happy. It's like boisterous, very loud and joyful, and joyous energy coming from that house. And with the lucky clover above it, it just makes me feel even more like, yay, you know. It's hard for me to pinpoint exactly where this will be, or how this is coming in. It could be about a foreign lover, as well, giving you a gift from afar, or giving you the opportunity to come visit them, or gifting you like a visit there, as well. Or if it's not a lover, it could be just somebody in your family doing it for you. Come and stay with us for a month or two, in between your two jobs you're switching, you know what I mean? There's a gift here coming in from afar, I will say that, or acknowledgement or recognition for something. It's going to make you very happy, very, very happy. 10th house, career. Yeah, those reputation. You're thinking a lot about what you're passionate about, and you might be wanting to share that with other people, or communicate that with other people in your career. I also see this as kind of like a teaching combination of teaching your creative ideologies, your creative philosophies, your sharing of your mental process in terms of your creativity in some regard. There is also this kind of, there might be some heated or passionate communications coming in career, whether that be like just being so worked up about, excited about what you're thinking. It's a very combustible like energy. It's like communications that are getting you fired up in career. So also just be careful if you have any arguments with anybody. But I don't see that really as like, it's like there's an encouragement kind of energy coming from the 9th to the 10th house. So there's this kind of keep going, you're doing a great job, whether that's on your part or you telling somebody else those nice words. In your associations, your friends, and your house of luck and dreams come true, I have this far-reaching kind of goal-orientated thing. Maybe you're looking for a friend. I think you're really trying to look for a friend within your work environment, or you're trying to choose who to spend time with. It could be that you're trying to find somebody who has the same kind of philosophies as you. This is also like who has the same goals as you. You're looking for somebody who makes good choices. You might be looking for that person to be friends with and end up with a business partner of some kind, or some team collaboration of some kind. But I feel like there's a friend that you're looking for that you will find at work, or through your associations, or your friend circles. You might also take a trip somewhere with one of these people, or you might be gifted by one of these people to come visit their mother abroad, or there's something here about opportunities lying in your friends and associations, or taking a friend along with you on a trip abroad, or going to some place farther, or going away to school and staying with a friend's family. Or there's something here about connections leading to distance, or connections leading to some sort of education of some kind as well. People you went to school with in the past might be coming back up during this Venus retrograde, and you might be either bumping into them at school again, or bumping into them very far away from where you first found them. It's an unforeseen kind of meetup as well. So with a friend from the past, but it's in the future. So it's very bringing the past into the future, or taking somebody from your current into your future as well. In some sort of way, some sort of partnering up with somebody. You might have to choose between 3 lovers, or three different I don't know. The 3 of Pentacles is about collaboration, and it's in the house of spirit, of what we can't control. And Sagittarius, the sign of Sagittarius, is very spiritual, kind of. It's almost like you're trying to choose what spiritual path you're going to be committed to. You're trying things on. You might meet a friend who introduces you to one spiritual path, and then you try to go down that road. It's like a changing point, a pivoting. So there is something unforeseen about your choice, or lucky about a choice as well, having to do with a spiritual path, or connecting to spirit in some sort of way, or collaborating with spirit in some sort of way. The 3 of Pentacles card is about a church, so this can often be, I mean, there's people gathering in a church. You see 3 people under an archway in a church. So there's this kind of commitment to a spiritual path. There is this also committing to take your friend to church, or to go with your friend to a church, where you might meet more people, or maybe it's not a church, maybe it's just like a coven of practicing witches, or a spiritual gathering of some sort. There is something here about a gathering, and with the ring there, it could be a wedding that you go to at a church. You meet some people within the church hierarchy there, or collaborate with the people at that event, and that ends up leading to a new down a new spiritual path. Excuse me. There might be a choice between three friends. Somebody might have. There could be a hidden enemy among a trio of friends. You might also not like your friend's husband or wife, and you're kind of like, I can't really choose between the group, so how am I going to work this out? There's that aspect to it as well. It's like there's three rings. It's a choice between. You have one arrow, you get to choose between three. It's a very spiritual kind of. The Three of Pentacles is a very spiritual card in a lot of ways. It's a practical way of expressing your spiritual kind of Father, Son, Holy Spirit kind of Trinity. So manifestation of what you want to happen, manifest quietly. Don't give away too much. There's this kind of promise being made within a I don't want to say organization again, but there is this kind of, is it a pilgrimage? No. What is the word when it's a landmark in life? There's some kind of spiritual event. This could be a coming of age event, like an initiation, something like that, where you end up, it happens and you move on to the next level in some sort of way. So you're being indoctrinated. The words are coming to me, but it's like slowly, I'm trying to pull them out. There's some sort of officiality, official kind of stamp you're getting in that type of situation. This can be anything from a bar mitzvah to it's also a commitment as well. It's a promise that you're making to someone else or to a community in spirit. So there is some sort of spiritual step you're taking, and you're going to the next level. Something you've been waiting a long time to get to the point of being lifted up by others in your community for something you're doing, or this can be more practical, physical, mundane thing, but it's landing in the spiritual house at the end there. So, all right. Thank you, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you liked it, please, if you have the time and the energy to, leave a comment. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for coming to the nest. Have a good one.